My name is Stanford Johnson. I'm the Executive Director of Teach Plus Mississippi. And through our project with Seek Common Ground, we worked with our teacher leaders, some alumni from our Teaching Policy Fellowship, to work at the district level to identify teacher priorities on how they would recommend spending ARP funds, and then sharing that information with superintendents in hopes that that information would help guide some of the spending decisions that they're going to be making over the next couple of years. We've heard from teachers in a significant way about 3 times, and each time that we have reached out to teachers, they have told us that their number one concern has been around mental health, not only the mental health of their students, but also the mental health of their teachers, of their colleagues. I'm sorry. So as we have gone through this project, that confirmed what we have learned from other times that we've reached out to teachers. And I think top of mind right now is to figure out what services are available, what resources are available to students as well as teachers, and how do we make sure that all teachers and all students throughout the state of Mississippi, specifically in the Mississippi Delta, like how do we make sure that they have access to the services and the resources that they need? Our initial plan, we wanted to have focus groups across the across 3 school districts within the Delta region. We were hoping to be able to have those meetings maybe in person using Zoom as well. We thought that we were going to be able to meet with as many teachers as possible because of the Delta variant and the impact that that had on school schedules, and also a shorter timeline of when districts needed to get information back to our State Department of Education. We shifted our focus, and instead of doing focus groups, we ended up doing just a questionnaire that we got out to as many teachers as we possibly could. And we heard back from teachers, and again, mental health and academic resources for their students. Those are some of the number one issues that came up. So that was a major change. I think we expected to have a little bit more time, and we were also hoping that we might be able to meet with teachers in person, but because of the Delta variant and also like concerns around vaccination numbers, like rise in COVID cases, we thought that it would be best to keep everything as virtual as possible. So from my understanding at the district level, a lot of districts are using funds to address infrastructure problems. A lot of districts have used that as an opportunity to address needs that were in place like long before the pandemic began, and using these funds as an opportunity to take advantage of that. That being said, I think districts are also using this to provide additional professional development, but we also see that districts have realized that addressing mental health, which is again the number one issue that we've seen, they do recognize that as a priority as well. So we're hoping that we can connect school districts with some of the providers providing services, providing resources to districts. We're also in touch with some other healthcare professionals on the telehealth programs that they're doing, and we're hoping that we can also increase access to counselors, like licensed counselors. I enjoyed the conversations and hearing how other grantees were able to address some of the challenges that they faced during this project. I had a couple of good one-on-one conversations where I would share ideas about what we were doing in the Delta and receive feedback there. So greatly appreciated those conversations, and I really thank Seek Common Ground for those opportunities. I think going forward, the advice that I would give is to focus more on like action plans as opposed to just policy recommendations. I think when I look at my project, we went into this project thinking that teachers were going to provide some new information on, the priorities that teachers were facing right now as a result of COVID-19. And what we learned is that teachers are saying the same things in August and July of 2021 that they were saying back in March and in the fall of 2020. So knowing that, I think I probably would have gone in a different direction this time around, and not just focus on what are the teacher priorities, but we know what the teachers are concerned about. We know what teachers would prioritize. So let's focus our resources on how we can make sure that teachers get trauma-informed training and that students get access to mental health resources and care, and making sure that teachers get access to resources as well. Really excited I get a chance to work with teacher leaders, and I'm glad that I get a chance to work with partners like Seek Common Ground, as well as other organizations that have been involved, and hopefully there'll be some opportunities for partnerships in the future.